Hello, and welcome to another episode of Kill the Small Talk, and I'm your host, Alex Caron. On this podcast, I bring in guests from all walks of the entertainment industry, and we get down to the nuts and bolts. On this episode, I'm talking to my very funny friend, Berenice Diaz. She's an actress, comedian, and author. Here's the interview. Enjoy. I think we're on. Hey, Berry.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple months.
That's true. Everything just happened real quick, this past month.
No, tell me about it. Last time I saw you, me, you, my friend Gilbert, and Charlie went to go see a little person luchador fight.
Midget Mania? That was fun.
Yeah, yeah, we could say midget because it's on the flyer. It was advertised as Midget Mania.
Let's just say Little Mania, okay?
Little. Yeah, it was so fun. It was at I forget which theater, but it was in Riverside, and it was a really beautiful theater. But yeah, we had such a great time. We had some drinks, and we watched little people fight.
I was into it. I was like, okay, you go flying over there. That was a trip.
I was like, how can I audition to be? I think I'm tall enough, short enough.
That part. I think I would have made the cut, to be honest.
Me and Wait, Barry, if you don't mind disclosing, how tall are you?
I always say to people, I'm like, I was 5'0", now I'm 4'11".
Wait, is that the legal line?
No, I think it's 4'9" or 4'10".
Oof.
I know, I almost met the cut. I was like, God damn.
Ya casi.
Ya casi un poquitito.
Hey, maybe this episode will be the first bilingual episode. Vamos a hablar en español y en inglés.
Sí, yo estoy lista para hablar las dos cosas.
For those that can't understand a word I'm saying, I said this might be the first bilingual episode, and we will be speaking in English and in Spanish. And maybe some Tagalog.
Do you Tagalog?
Kaibigan ko, ¿cómo está ka kaibigan ko? Mabuti.
I just know mabuti, that's it.
My booty.
Or the bad words, but I won't say them.
Oh, I don't know any bad words. Okay, wait. Okay, let's podcast. Let's do this. So, Barry, let's go back a little bit. So you and I met at we both went to Theater of Arts Acting Conservatory in Hollywood. What year did you start?
I started in 2016 and then graduated in 2018. So
2016, almost 10 years ago. Holy crap.
That's wild.
That's insane. I started 2018, so that was the year I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in your term?
It was a small group. No, it actually was maybe 15, 20 people, but people kept
dropping.
Leaving,
yep. Same with
dropping
my group.
off. Yep. So we ended up with a really small group. It was Charlie, Kathleen,
David,
Michelle, David. David joined the second term, the second year.
Okay.
The second year he came back because he took a little break, and then he came back and graduated with us.
Yeah.
Who else? Marcus. I don't know if you remember Marcus.
I met him once or twice. Yeah, Preston. I know Preston.
Am I forgetting people? I don't remember, but it was.
You're forgetting 15 more people.
15 more people. I think it was less than that, to be honest. Less than 10 or 8. I don't remember.
Yeah. So I remember my term. We started off with it was a little less than what your group initially started with. I think we were 10 or 12 people. And then by the second or third week into the first term, people were dropping out like flies. Because I think a lot of people's mentality was I'm going to go to this acting school because I want to be rich and famous.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't know it was all you have to do the work and you have to be there on time and do everything that they were doing. It was intense.
It was intense. Yeah, I remember thinking damn, I have to act at 7:30 in the morning. Okay, let's go. Cry
at 8 a.m. What do you mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, so it ended up being just 3 people in our term. It was only 3 of us.
Wow, that's a really small group. I know some people had to like come and like act with you guys at the
Yeah,
finals or something like
yeah,
that, right?
uh-huh.
I remember that.
What was
That's wild.
tell me, so prior to TOA, did you grow up? So okay, so I guess we're gonna go back even further. So your family immigrated from Mexico? You were born in Mexico, came here when you were a kid, or?
Yes, so I was born in Guerrero, so it's a state in Guerrero. It's like 2 hours away from Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Iguala Guerrero. I was born there, and then I was brought to Chicago, Illinois at the age of, I was about to turn 6, so 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I was raised in the suburbs over there in Chicago, Illinois. It's called Prospect Heights. So I was raised there my whole life. And then I moved to LA in 2016 when I auditioned for the school. And I was like,
Wow. So
I'm leaving. Mm.
as soon as you got to LA, you auditioned to the school and you got in.
Well, actually, I sent in my self-tape, but I didn't know what the hell was self-tape. So it was probably the ugliest self-tape I ever sent in my life. Probably no lighting, no nothing. I didn't know nothing.
Do you remember
And
your
I didn't hear
monologue?
I don't remember. I don't remember my monologue, but I remember sending in. I was waiting. I'm like, when are they gonna email me? And then they said it was an open house, so
Mm-hmm.
they didn't call me back. So I was like, you know what? I really want to go to LA. So I
Yeah.
flew over here and came to the open house and I auditioned again in front of Jason. And
Oh,
he's like,
okay.
okay, I see potential. He's like, your self-taste sucks. That's why I didn't call you. I was like, oh no, I knew it.
He told you that?
He told me that when I finished auditioning, and I was like, "Damn, you're so straight up!" Like I wanted to cry.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, "Well, I see potential," and then
Mm-hmm.
I got into the school. He's like, either you can start with your own like people with like your age,
Mm-hmm.
or you can start in the fall with people like just graduated from high school. And I'm like, no, I'll just move in 2 weeks. And he's like, okay. And I did. The first time I was here to see the school, I
Mm-hmm.
got too busy with exploring LA. I didn't even go to see the school. I was lost in the sauce, okay? that, was, that was the funniest thing
Did
ever.
wait, but did like was there like did you have an appointment to go see the school specifically and then you just forgot and didn't show up?
No, we were gonna go see the school, me and my friend. I was like, okay, we have to go see the school. And
Mm-hmm.
then like we just got lost in the sauce and we never went to see the school. And I'm like, shit, like, oh my bad. And I was
That's
like,
okay.
snap, we were in the airplane going back to Chicago. We're like, we never went to go see the school. So the open house happened and I flew
Mm.
back the next 2 weekends. I flew back and I was like, I gotta go.
Oh my God, that's
But
hilarious. But so,
and then he's like, yeah.
uh-huh. So going back though, like did you like when you were a kid, like were you surrounded by like, I don't know, like artists in your life? Like what made you want to become an actress and a comedian?
Actually, no one in my family is an artist. No one does acting. No one does music or anything. I mean, just watching, I feel like watching novelas growing up. Or, I always wanted to be like in a soap opera
Casos de la
or
vida real.
Casos de la Vida Real, Amores Verdaderos,
Oh yeah.
La Rosa
Oh
de
yeah. La Rosa de
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe. Yep.
I'm like, it's so intense. I need to be there. Just doing that or watching. I would go to a library and rent movies, and I would just like
Mm.
fall in love with all these movies. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Melissa McCarthy was one of them because
Yep.
I thought she was hilarious, and I would watch her movies, and I'm like, I want to do that. And I think when I started doing more acting was when in high school. I auditioned for the musical Beauty and the Beast when I was a senior.
Who did you
And they're
play?
like, there's audition. I was a fork. A fork or a knife. I don't remember. I was an ensemble, okay?
That's
And I
great.
remember
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. And I'm like, no, 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 never mind. I was chickening out, and I was like, I'm going to the bus. I made the bus driver stop. I'm like, just kidding. I need to stay. I need to stay. Like I made him stop and open the door, and I went back because I was going back and forth. I was so scared because that was the first time auditioning for anything.
Yeah. How
I
old were you?
went.
How
And
old would you have been?
at that time, I was already 17, 18. 17, 18
Oh,
around that
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah. And then we were seeing like the audition list and my name was on it. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, wow, if I would have went home, I would have never done that, you know?
You're like, no
That was
mames, un
one of my
pinche
biggest fears.
tenedor.
¿Un tenedor? ¿Qué es eso? Luego le dije a mi mamá y estaba, ay, no hubieras agarrado siquiera el bis. Y yo like, ay, no, mejor no. I'm like, soy un
Bonjour,
tenedor,
bonjour, ¿qué
mamá.
es eso?
Soy un tenedor y soy un gargoyle, mamá.
You're like, hey, at least I got two parts. I got two roles.
Too, She's like, ay, tú y tus cosas, de verdad. Mejor ponte a estudiar, ponte a limpiar. You're like, ay, no.
Yep.
But
Growing up, did you like were your parents and family like were they always supportive like with what you wanted to do, or were there setbacks or?
I, actually, like, whenever I talked about it, they were like, oh, no, you're crazy. Or you're like, maybe it's just a thing that you just want to do on the side, you know? But
Yeah.
my
Yep.
family always wanted me to become a teacher. I was studying to be a teacher, actually.
Yo
Because
también.
I do love kids and everything. And I remember senior year, I got into this program for student teaching. I would leave like high school in the middle of the day, and I would go to real schools for like kindergarten through eighth grade and like be a student teacher. And
Oh.
I even like finished a whole year almost like at a community college, a year and a half.
And this is in Chicago?
This is in Chicago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you need to get a real job. I'm like, what's a real job? Like, I don't know what the heck. And on the low, like I would not tell her because she would get mad. She's like, you cannot make money out of like arts. I'm like, well, at least I love it, you know? But I would go to work and then at night, me escapaba. I was like, I have something to do. But I actually had like acting classes in Chicago. And she's like, ¿a dónde vas tan lejos? Like, es que tengo que ir a ver unas cosas. No sé. But I would not tell her because she would get mad. I would be paying for my own classes. She's like, mejor dale su dinero para el college y todo eso. And I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I would just me escapaba. I was like, no, I need to go take some acting classes, you know?
Did you
But that would always happen.
yeah, because Chicago is like a very well-known city for like comedy too, like Second City. Like, did you ever go to those comedy clubs to see improv shows?
Actually, no, I never knew that existed until when I came to
You came to,
LA.
yeah.
I was like, I was doing more Spanish acting. It was like a bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
It was more we were doing theater, dance, we were doing on film, camera on film. It was more like towards Spanish auditioning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that instead of like checking it out. And then when we graduated from TOA, we had to do stand up. So that's why I knew of comedy
Yep.
because of that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, that literally changed our lives. Well, my life.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And then you continued doing it and continue to do so.
Yeah, I started doing it like in 2018, 2019. And then the pandemic happened. That was so crazy.
Oh yeah.
And we were doing Zoom parties for like comedy, and I was like,
I remember
this is
that.
weird.
Yeah, I did one of them, and it was so bizarre because like every time they would tell like, oh, like if you like everyone's gonna turn off their microphones, like the comedians will be able to see your faces, but they won't be able to hear you laugh. So use a little like laughing emoji so that they know that you're laughing at their jokes. I was like,
What
this
a
is
time to be alive.
that's so freaking weird.
I was like, you know what, guys, just turn your cameras on. I don't care. Like, I need to hear you laugh. This is weird. I would just feel like see people go like. I'm like, wow, I can't see. I'm blind too.
Barry, that reminds me. Did you live in the house on Harvard in East Hollywood at one point?
Oh yes, I lived it. We called it a frat house.
Yeah, the frat house. Yep.
I think we had like 6 people in there, 7, no?
I I don't know if you and I were living together at the same time.
Oh
Were
no, no,
we?
no. I think you came in the second wave of it.
Yeah. I so when I got in,
Uh-huh.
it was Charlie, it was Ignacio, and it was Shalom.
Oh,
And
okay. Oh
then
yeah, yeah.
and then
I think
David.
I moved out in 2018.
Oh, okay. See, I moved in into. I think I may have been taking your place
Okay.
because
I don't
Charlie
know.
asked me. He was like, "Hey, like someone just moved out. Would you be down to move in?" And at the time, I was living in Downey, and I was commuting from Downey to Hollywood, which was crazy because of the amount of traffic. And he was
Oh.
like, "Yeah, this is East Hollywood, so you'll be a lot closer to like school and stuff." And he's like, "And everyone here is an actor too." I was like, "Oh, great, sure,
Yeah, yeah, 20 I think I moved in there 2017, 2018, a whole year.
gotcha."
Um it was intense. We would
Yeah,
I was like we would fight, it was so fun. It was like a whole like big brother, little brother thing.
totally. Because
I
I
was like, I wish what?
no,
I
go for
wish
it.
TikTok existed at that time because we would probably be famous by that time.
All the stupid videos we would
It
have
was
made.
crazy.
Yeah, and then
hmm I literally look
uh-huh.
back on my videos. I'm like, what the hell? Like that shit would make me laugh so hard.
You're like, oh, cringy.
I'm like, oh, we were so skinny and malnutrition, eating sopa maruchan
Y
and just
todos
water.
con COVID.
Those con COVID, I know. And the funny thing is that we all worked together at
Hmm.
Chick-fil-A. We went to
Yeah,
school together. We would see each other at the house together. I was like, I'm over y'all bitches. I'm sorry.
I know. And oh my God,
But
Barry,
mhm.
I'd get so frustrated because like, I'd get home from work or from school, and I don't know if you knew this, but I was actually living in the living room, and
Yeah, yeah, I remember
yeah,
visiting and you were there.
yeah, my bed was like in the corner. I had like the little Harry Potter closet, and and I would come home from work and I would study my lines. I would lay on my bed, study my lines, and some of my roommates would be, up loud, drinking, smoking. The whole house would be, it was like a hot box. So I was like getting secondhand high as I'm like trying to study my lines, and I'm like, I can't do this. I was so mad.
I was like, I love you guys, but I need to study. I need to like have my own space in the corner or something. I don't know. Somehow there was a party in there. Somehow it would always ended up in a little mini party.
Oh, and
Oh
oh my
my
gosh,
god.
Barry, like during the pandemic too, um I remember people I remember people trying doing going to comedy shows still, like performing stand up like during the pandemic, and I'd be like, guys, like probably not a smart idea.
hmm
And then they'd come home and then they'd get sick with COVID. I'm
Yep.
like,
I've seen that. I never went out. I was a little too scared. I was like, no, I need to chill.
yeah,
People would tell me and I'm like, I would think about it twice and I'm like, no, I don't think I'm
yep,
gonna do
yeah. I got invited to several shows. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not risking my life. Or like, I have family at home that have, what is it, uncompromised, like immune systems. Like, I don't want to. My mom has severe asthma, so does my brother. I don't want to get them, sick with this.
No,
It's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, I was living, yeah, it was terrible. I was living with like a family. It was not my like acquaintances, and I was living in the house. I was renting a room, and they had little kids too, so I was like trying to be cautious. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Well, okay,
it was weird time.
let's get back to you. So you grew up with 5 siblings? You have 5 brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. I'm the oldest, and then it's my brother Fernando, and then my sister Ruby. And then 10 years later, my 2 younger siblings arrived.
Oh
You
my
know, it's a Latino
gosh.
thing, probably.
No, I get it.
Now they're
It's a
18,
Catholic thing.
19. For sure. But yeah, I grew up with them. Um, I grew up more with like my sister and my brother because we were the
Uh-huh.
same age.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they were like, what the hell? Like, what do we do now? Like, this is a
Who are these
different new
kids?
generation. Who are those kids? Especially uno is güerito. He's all like
Oh,
white,
de
like,
veras?
And I'm like, where did he come from? What the heck? No, we always make fun of him. It's so
You're
funny.
like, Mom, Dad?
I'm like, are you sure that's our sibling? No, but he looks like my grandpa.
Ah,
He's
okay.
he,
Like
yeah, my grandpa was
the
very tall.
the Spanish side.
The Spanish side for sure.
See, yeah, yeah, no. Okay, I have some questions that I wrote down that I wanted to ask you. So these are funny, silly questions. So get ready.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
If you had to teach a course, a college course on any topic that you are ridiculously unqualified for, what would it be?
Wow, that's a tough question. What the heck? I would. The funny thing I would do is like stand-up comedy. Like I know how to write my own jokes, but when people ask me, "Oh, can you help me write my write?" Like my brain just shuts down. I'm like, I can't. I don't know how to do that. So I feel like I would do stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
Like maybe it'll be funny. Maybe it won't be not. I don't know. Like your side will be all over the place.
that's interesting you say that because when people would ask me to help them like write jokes, I felt like I was better at helping them than I was for myself, for my own jokes.
Oh,
I'm like, I would brain fart, like, what do I write? What do I talk about? But if someone else came up to me like, hey, Alex, can you help me with this joke? I'm like, oh yeah, like, here, sure, here, try this, try this, try this. And I'm like, what? It's not working for me.
no, yeah, that happened. And actually, when I went back to Chicago, I think in 2019, um, one of my mentors is like, well, we want to try out stand up. I'm like, can you like teach a course? Like, we're all gonna like join together and like I taught the course and I was like, well, yeah, it sucked. I'm like teaching this. I was like, I can write my own jokes. I was there like, damn, like I was so nervous. Like, okay, what do I tell them? Like, how to structure the jokes?
Right.
It was crazy.
Or the different types
But
of
I think
comedy.
that's what I was like. Well, this is what I learned, and then from there, when I came back to LA, I started taking more like the writing process, like how to
Right.
write a joke, you
Right.
know, and
Eso, eso,
deliver
eso,
it.
eso, eso, eso.
But I think I would do that. Or what about you? I don't know. Now I'm thinking
Ooh.
about it.
If I had to teach a college course, um, I don't know. I'm a really big nerd with history,
Oh,
like
okay.
world history, American history, or like even like Latin American history too.
Mm.
I enjoy talking about. Actually, Barry, was your first stand up comedy set at the Comedy Store like me?
Yes, it was at the Comedy Store in the what's it, the main
Belly
room?
room?
Yeah, the belly room. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the belly room, huh?
No, it was not the belly room. It's the main room.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
because there's three, no? The belly room, the main room, and then there's another one.
Yeah, there's the main room, the original room, and the belly room.
Oh, okay. We did it in the original room.
Gotcha. Okay. Wait,
Hmm.
is that the room that you like? You walk towards the Comedy Store, and
And
then
go up the stairs.
go up the stairs. That's right, and then it's like on the left.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the original
okay.
room.
Gotcha.
And the
Yeah,
main room is the bigger one
as the
on the left.
giant one. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Do you remember?
So it was intense.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I do
do you remember
remember.
those feelings? Do you remember what was going on in your head in that moment? Like your very first comedy set at the Comedy Store.
I was so nervous. I was like, I would say my set every single day. Like I would just practice it out loud every single day because I was like, I cannot mess this up. What if my jokes don't land? Because I never like went to what is it called? Went somewhere to a venue to try them out. It was just
Hmm.
our classroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I think they're landing. So but when I went up there, they hit. Like I was like, okay, oh wow.
No,
Like
maybe I am funny.
I am funny, maybe funny looking too. I don't know, but it was nerve wracking. I was just like, oh my god, like we're just there standing by ourselves. But the thrill of that like made me want to do it even more. I was like, I'll
Yeah,
just do
yeah.
it by
It's the
doing it.
adrenaline. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that feeling. I remember that feeling, and I remember too. Like, I remember feeling extremely nervous, and I felt like my heart was going to fall out of my chest. And our mutual friend David Connolly, he was there, and I went up to him like, David, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. He was like, Alex, you've got this. He's like, pretend like you're talking to your five best friends. And when he told me that, all the anxiety went away.
Mm-hmm. He's like, hone your comedy, Barry. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And just stop overthinking it and just go up there.
Yep, just do it. And
And I was like,
yeah, yeah, it's a great feeling, huh?
it, it was amazing. I loved it. I took a little break right now. Like I haven't been doing stand up. I've been doing more improv.
Hmm.
But I want to come back to it, especially because I've heard there's a Spanish venue that's doing it right now. So I want to write
Oh,
something in Spanish now.
is
So
this what you were telling me about the improv in Spanish?
yeah, there's improvs in Spanish, and then there's at the Belly Room in the Comedy Store, there's a Spanish stand up show too
Yeah,
that
con
they do every month.
Francisco Ramos and oh my gosh, what's her name? Daniela?
Daniela
She's
Calvaro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's Argentinian.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I went to the last one. I think it was September with one of my friends, and then we went up to her, and she's like, yeah, like just write it down. Like I'm like, yeah, I have a set, but I need to try it out. There's not a lot of venues to try them out, you know. And I've just been working on it, so let's see. Fingers crossed, and see what happens to my
Yeah.
set.
The hell yeah, fingers crossed you get into that show. That'd be awesome. But yeah, Francisco Ramos, he headlined one of my comedy shows that I produced. Actually, Barry, wait a minute, weren't you
Mm.
there at my first comedy show in my dad's backyard? Like like
Yes, I
3 years ago?
was.
You were
Was
there?
he there?
No, he wasn't there that night, but that was oh man, there was a lot. It was my first show that I ever produced, so like I overbooked. There was like 20 people on the show.
There was a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
I was like, really? I was and it was all of us, just comedians in the back of your yard. That was funny.
Yeah, it was Jalen. Jalen hosted it. Uh, who else was there? Charlie. Charlie was there. I don't think Charlie
Mm,
performed. I think he was just taking photos. Um, there was Eric and oh my God, Antonio.
Antonio, sí, Antonio.
Antonio was
Scarpita.
there. Scarpita, yeah. And my grandma was hitting on him. She was like, "Oh, está guapo." I'm like, Grandma,
Está guapo, ¿quién es?
he's Venezuelan and Italian. She's like, "Oh, okay."
That's so funny. She's like, okay, ¿tiene esposa? Like, oh, creo que sí está
No, I was like,
casado.
"Sí, tiene esposa."
Okay.
She's like, "Ay."
Ay, no, ¿por qué, Diosito? ¿Por qué? Mándeme uno bien bueno, por favor.
No, she goes, mándeme un güero, un güerito alto.
No quiere nada. Siempre mi mamá dice, no quiere nada.
Oye, aunque sea de pollo.
Aunque sea de pollo, un eye candy for sure.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. That was cool that you were there to witness the beginning
Mhm.
stages of that show that ended up being like a 3-year long show that I continued doing at the State Gallery and then another venue in the Downey area. But okay, I have another question for you.
Okay.
What's the most absurd thing you've done for like a role that you played? Like in theater or in like a film or like even an improv?
Let's see.
Like looking back, do you go like, oh man, like that was crazy that I did that, but it was fun. I'm glad we did it.
I think for our finals, I was doing the glass menagerie,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing like one of the main characters, and she was limping, you know, like she couldn't walk well. So I was like, he's like, you just need to feel the pain, and I was like, I don't feel it, and I was like, I don't know, like how do you feel the pain? Jason was telling us, and she's like, Barry, you just gotta figure it out. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. So I remember for the final, I put something in my shoe. That was so uncomfortable.
To give you like a
I'm
limp.
like, to give me a limp, and I was like, God, like I was just like getting paid for like 20 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And because of that, I would forget my lines. And I was like
Oh,
just
oh
focusing on
no.
the pain. And he's like, you know what? It was good. It was awkward, but you forgot your lines. What happened? And I was like, I don't know. I should have never done that.
I was method acting. It became too real.
It became too real. And that's when I found out, I was like, that's method acting, Barry. And I'm like, oh, damn. I don't know what to tell you then. I think that was pretty funny, actually. And when I looked down to my foot, I was like, oh my, there was a little hole in there, and it was a little purple. I'm like, never doing that again.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it gave me a limp. It worked, I guess. I feel like that was fun.
If your life, if they made a movie about you, Barry, what genre would you like it to be?
I always say comedy. I feel like even people like tell me like just the way I walk. I'm like, are you making fun of me? What the hell? Or like I would just I remember Annette.
Who?
She Annette. I don't know if you
I
remember
don't think
her.
I knew Annette. No.
She was like script analysis teacher for TOA.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she did
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah. No, this would have been after me or before me.
And I would just carry my backpack, and I was just like walking in like just slouching, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so early. And she would just laugh at me. I'm like, why are you laughing at me? Are you laughing with me or at
Or
me?
at me.
I was just at me. And she's like, you just walk funny, Barry. And I'm like, I can't. I feel like my life sometimes just a whole telenovela, just random things happen. I'm like, I need to write this down. Like, what the? No one would believe me. So I think I would be comedy.
Comedy. And who would you? Which famous actor or actress would you like to? Would you cast as you?
Oh, it's me?
Who would you want to play you?
Let's see. I would say America Ferreira.
America Ferrera. Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, maybe I could see you like playing some roles like in her genre. And I'm like, okay, I think she would be. Because she's done comedy, I think,
Oh yeah.
for
Well,
like,
she has that show. Oh my God, what's the name of the show? My cousin Skylar. She was actually on her show. Gosh, I can't remember the name.
and she started in the Superstore, no? Or like Cloud 8 or something like
Something like that. Actually, that reminds me. Didn't you audition for the Netflix series, Selena?
I did. So
You did.
I auditioned for the sister role, but I feel
Mhm.
like I should have auditioned for Yolanda. To
Ah.
be honest, because at that time I was like, wow, my agent casted me wrong.
That's so funny
But
because I
I
thought
was
you auditioned for
mhm.
Yolanda.
No, I auditioned for the sister, and I
Oh
literally like
man,
paid someone to like guide me through the audition because I'm like, that's big. Like I want to like step in
nail
the
it.
room and do good.
Yeah,
But at least I got to see the casting director who was doing it, and like just step inside the room.
that's cool. Well,
But it
where
was pretty
was?
cool. It was pretty
So,
cool.
oh, it was in person?
It was in person. Yeah.
Wow. Do you remember? Well, what was your feeling? What were your thoughts going into that? Because obviously it was a huge series and became a hit.
Yeah, I think that was my first in-person audition. It was very nerve-wracking actually. Because I was like, I don't know, like how does this things work? Like I don't know. I was
Yeah,
just barely out of like theater school, like acting
yeah,
school. So I
yeah.
was like, I don't know. So I was just doing my own thing, like, okay, I gotta make sure I have auditions and like just look everything up. But I was a little nervous, and then because there's like only two people in the audition room sometimes. It can
Mm-hmm.
be from like 2 to 5 people, so you never know. But I just closed my eyes and I took a deep breath, and I'm like, okay, just don't stare straight at the camera. Just do it on the little side
Yep.
and do your own thing. I got out of there. I'm like, what the hell happened there? I was like, what the hell happened there? I'm gonna go get some McDonald's or something.
And then our mutual
Treat
friend
myself.
Natasha ended up playing Yolanda.
Mm. That was pretty cool. When I found out, I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God, it's amazing.
I know. I was like,
But
wait, that's freaking cool.
that was awesome. And I liked it. I liked the series. It was a little different, but a lot of people were giving it like bad reviews. It's just,
I don't
adaptation
know.
of different.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was, you know, I mean, it was fun. It was interesting. You learned, more about her. I feel like it went a little more depth into her life, maybe than the movie, because it was like a
Mhm,
series. So it was like longer. You could extend it. It wasn't just like an hour and a half. It was like episodic. So you're
mhm.
able to go into depth about these like stories and these characters. Um, but okay. Oh, actually, so now that we're into like the second half of the episode, this is a segment I've been doing called This or That. And I'm going to ask you this or
Mhm.
that questions. And I'm going to ask you them fast, and you got to give me a fast answer. But if one of these questions reminds you of like a story or something that you want to share, feel free to like interrupt and talk, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
cool, cool.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Mm,
Um Vacation or staycation?
I would do vacation.
Netflix or Hulu?
Oh Lord. I would say Hulu because they have
uh,
more shows sometimes, or like episodics and stuff like that.
okay. Are you a night person or a morning person?
Oh, my person. Yep.
That's interesting because I would have guessed morning person because I know you like sharing, like like on your stories. Sometimes you like posting like coffee, like runs and stuff
Yeah. Literally, I work as like a
as a
barista.
barista, right?
Like I gotta wake up at 5, like crack of dawn. So I'm definitely a night person. I'll be like, oh no, I gotta wake up. It's tough for me. It's tough. You gotta do it
uh,
for the money.
would you, but would you rather be rich and famous or rich and unknown?
I would say rich and famous. Let's just say that.
Rich and famous?
Oh, a little bit of both. I don't
Too
know.
late. No, I'm just kidding. A little
Oh
bit of both.
no.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Do you prefer art museums or history museums?
I would say art
Art
museums.
museums. Do you
Hmm.
prefer driving your car or riding a bike?
Oh, I would say riding a bike. I'm more like an outdoor
Outdoor.
person, so I like to feel the breeze and everything.
Wine or beer?
Wine.
Conchas or
Beer makes me
donas?
bloated.
Me too. Conchas or donuts?
Oh no! Conchas for sure.
Conchas? Oh, I go donuts on this one.
Well,
um,
yeah, the chocolate ones are so good. Con
cu-
cafecito.
cumbia or mariachi?
Cumbias.
Cumbia, yeah, me too. Cooking or being cooked for?
Oh, Lord.
Mm.
I like both. Is that a thing?
Okay, you can say both. Uh,
Yeah, both.
would you rather live with roommates or live alone?
I would say live alone.
Live
I've been
alone,
through a
yeah.
lot.
Don't tell my
Let's just say
roommates
that.
this, but me too.
Don't tell my roommate. Oh, they're gonna see it on your podcast.
Yeah, they're gonna listen to it. Hey, wait a minute.
How dare he?
Would you rather attend a party or host a party?
Attend a party.
Attend a party. Yeah, because who wants to
Hmm.
clean up after? Uh,
No.
do you prefer hanging out with little kids or old folks, old people?
I would say old folks.
Old
They
people?
have so much knowledge.
They have more stories, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Um, ambition or comfort?
Oh, I would say ambition. I
Ambition.
can never be in one place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I can never be comfortable. I need to like stay moving all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah, same. I kind of hate. I mean, obviously, like I like my moments of like in comfort, like when I'm home, like relaxing, reading a book, watching a movie. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, there are times when I'm like, no, I feel like I need to take action on my life and
But
make things happen.
sometimes we do need to
Yeah,
like
something we
chill,
yeah
you
we
know?
do
Yeah.
we do need to rest. Okay, couple more. Uh, hot coffee or iced coffee?
I would say ice.
Ice? No, fuck ice.
Yeah. Yeah, without the ice. In that
um,
case, hot.
hot. Yeah, right. Um,
Yeah.
reality shows or documentaries?
Ooh, I would say reality shows.
Reality
I'm a
shows.
chismosa sometimes.
What
I'm
are
like,
you?
what's happening next? I need to
What's
know.
What's your favorite reality show right now?
Right now, I would say Love Island.
Oh, wait, is that no? Hold on, Love
Is it Love
Island.
Island or yeah? I think
Out. Uh huh.
the last season was really good. This season I haven't watched it yet, but a lot of people are like, you should watch it. But I
Yeah,
haven't watched
I
it.
I haven't seen it either. I was watching. I need to get back into it. Love on the Spectrum.
Ooh, I heard that's good too.
It's so cute and it's so sweet and yeah. Okay. Anyways, red wine or white wine?
Mm, I would say white wine because red wine gives me a little bit of acid
Headache.
reflux.
Really?
Yeah, I had this last year. My doctor said I had gastritis. I went to the ER because I couldn't even swallow water,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I was like, "What's happening to me?" And I went to the ER. He's like, "You have gastritis. You need to chill on the chile. You need to chill on like coffee." I was so upset. I was like, "What do you mean? I'm Mexican. I need to eat all these things."
No más
It was tough.
tapatío.
No más salsa, pero que le voy a poner mis tacos.
Okay.
It was a sad
Um.
moment.
Damn. Yeah. That. Ah. I had
Mm.
my uncle Cristobal, rest in peace. He was le gustaba poner chile en todo. He loved to put chile in everything. I remember telling him, I'm like, dude, you're crazy. You put chile on everything. He's like, no mames, ¿y qué? And he gets his orange juice and he puts tapatio into his orange juice and he chugs it. I'm like, you're
Oh no,
disgusting.
that's kind of gross. Not gonna lie.
Okay, I actually wanted to ask you, now that we have a little bit of time, um, I wanted to ask you about this book that you were a part of, the Young Latinas.
Yes, it's called Today's Inspired Young Latina.
Today's Inspired
It's a
Young
book
Latina. That's
series
right.
now.
How
Yeah,
did that
I
happen?
believe there's like 10 of them now. So when I was back in Illinois, in Chicago, Illinois, I met this wonderful lady called her name is Jackie Camacho, and she had her own like publishing book stuff, and
Hmm.
she created so many books. Like she wrote a lot of books. And she was like, I have an idea. Like, I want to create stories for Latinas, young Latinas, and tell their stories of what they're doing right now, or like some of them are like teachers, some of them are businesswomen, some of
Hmm.
them are in
From
the
all aspects of life.
from all aspects, yeah. And I remember taking like the foundation before that. She has a foundation called the Fake Factor Foundation.
Hmm.
Like ladies from like 15 to 25, we would get mentors at the end of the thing, and we would just set up goals for each other. And I remember it was like a 6 month thing, and we would get like mentors for 6 months. And one of my mentors was Luz Marie Caro. She's amazing, and I love her. And she was a Reiki instructor. She was just so zen, and I'm like, at that time, I needed that. I was like, I thank God I got her because my life was just like all over the place, you
You're
know.
like, I need some
But
crystals in my
that's how it's
life.
that part, or like some little bomb things. Just meditate. Um, yeah, and then she asked me, she's like, would you like to be part of it? And that's when I was already in LA in
Hmm.
2020. During the pandemic, we were writing the book. It was like I was like, oh my God, like what are we doing? And then 2021, that's when we were
Hmm.
like writing back and forth with the editor, and we
Yeah.
would just like have Zooms or like emailing. They're like, okay, work on this. It was a lot. I was like struggling a little bit because I'm like, what do I write about? But then I remember that we were doing a one person show, but we
Hmm.
never got to put it up because most of our class didn't memorize our stuff, and we got punished for that. And like, we're canceling the one person show. And I was like, no.
But did you
It was
know your stuff though? Like, were you prepared? Like, you're like,
Yeah,
no, I'm ready.
yeah,
Ah,
I was ready. And from there, I was like, no, I need to tell my story. And from there,
hmm
from my one person show that I wrote a little bit of it, I created it into the book. I wrote it to the book.
that's amazing. And how many
So I was
pages did you
writing.
end up writing?
I believe it's like, let's see, like maybe 6 pages, eight
Okay,
pages. Oh, and then I wrote, what was I saying? Yeah, from when I was born in Mexico and then migrated to the United States, and then my life in LA. That's what I wrote about. But you can find it on Amazon. It's called
okay.
Today's Inspired Young Latina. I'm part of Volume 2.
Volume 2, Today's Inspired Young
Volume
Latinas.
2.
Amazing. That that's great.
Yeah,
Have
it
you
was
thought
really
about
cool.
writing more ever since then?
I do. I think about it. I'm like, but why would I write? I feel like I would write self-help books. I would like to write that, or kids' children's books. But it's in the works. We'll see. We'll see where
Please
it
do.
takes me.
I need all the self-help I can get. I need you to help me find more ambition for this podcast and for my acting and comedy and writing, and I need it.
It gets hard. It gets hard, not gonna lie. You just gotta motivate yourself all the freaking time.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
I know it, Barry? Um, yeah, Barry, I think we have come close to an end. Real quick, do you have any upcoming shows or anything you'd like to plug in? So if my listeners, you know, like you and they want to go see you, are you doing any stand-up shows anytime soon or?
Right now, I actually do have a show coming up. It's for Dia de los Muertos at Plaza Olvera.
Oh, no
It's
way.
Teatro del Barrio. So we're a community theater, and we perform for the Day of the Dead. So
hmm
it starts this Saturday, Sunday, the 25th, 26th at
hmm
6 p.m. at the kiosk in Plaza Olvera in front of Union Station. And
Okay.
then again on the 31st, 1st, and 2nd, we perform at 6 p.m. It's a pretty cool show.
That's
Everybody should come and watch it. It's free. It's
uh-huh.
for the family and friends. Yeah. Mhm.
And what is it exactly? I know it's Dia de los Muertos, but is it like it's a play or is it a
It's more interpret dancing of like telling stories of
Oh,
Day of the
okay.
Dead. But the cool thing is we use masks. So we use masks and we literally will look like calacas and we're just dancing and having a good time.
That's cool. And are you
Yeah.
wearing like the folklorico like dresses, like the traditional Mexican ones that you like the that the ladies like spin, like they're all
Yes,
floral.
we
Yeah, you
were
have
wearing
those.
those.
Okay.
It's pretty cool because a lot of our actors are on stilts. So we have a big Katrina on stilts, and we have other people doing like juggling on stilts. So it's pretty cool. It's like levels of it, you know.
That's cool. And then you'll be doing the stand-up version.
The stand. And imagine, I do the stand up. Okay,
You have the
everybody, now it's
juggler
my show to the stand up.
en puro español.
Voy a decir, les mentí, voy a hacer mi comedia. No voy a hacer el show, voy a hacer mi comedia. So, todos se tienen que sentar aquí y ver mi comedia.
Este es el show.
Este es el show, ¿ok? Nadie se vaya, por favor. Si no, los voy a corretear. No, but yeah, those are the shows.
Okay, Barry, I have one final question. One final question. How would you explain your job / career as an actress to someone from the 1800s?
Like my job, like what I do right now?
Yeah.
I would say, I'd be like, well, I'm a writer. I write for characters, you know, to put on stage. But I cast all guys because women can't go on stage. So I just put them on masks, you know. I think I would say that because they wouldn't understand.
Yeah, the men are playing the women parts.
I'm like, if you like to audition, let me know. And then myself, I would be dressed up as a guy too. No, but I think I would say writer.
Yeah, writer.
Well, hello there. Would you like to be part of my coming play?
my vaudevillian play.
my Bavil ukulele. I swear you'll get a thrill out of it. No, but I
Well,
think I would say that.
listen, Barry. It was so great to see you, and glad that we got to know a little bit more about Barry and who she is and what she's doing, and yeah, and I bid you very well on all your future endeavors when it comes to what you love doing, and which is making people
Thank you
laugh.
so
And
much. Thank you for having me.
yeah, Barry, yeah, it was great to see you, and let's catch up soon, like in person.
For real, we live so close. We live in Burbank, and I live in like the valley too.
You're in Van Nuys, something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, we're like 20
It's
minutes
like
away.
15, 20. It's not far.
Perfecto. Well, great to see you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Adios. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you'll get notifications when new episodes drop. Thanks to my guest, Barry Diaz. Music by Mark Fabian. Produced and engineered by Robert Altschuler. Recorded at Command Recording Studios. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Kill the Small Talk Podcast and at command_recording_studios. We'll see you next time. Bye.